Toastmasters, most welcome guests, and especially Franni. Thank you for a wonderful speech. Franni and I had an opportunity to talk about her speech in advance, and her goals for this speech were to do a classic icebreaker speech according to the goals set forward in the manual for that speech, but also to blend it with her own goals, which were to tell us about opportunities available in Toastmasters, both within the club and outside the club, and progressing in Toastmasters. So that was her aim with her speech. Particularly for our guests, this was a fabulous example, if you decide to join Toastmasters, of what your first speech will be like. You'll tell us about yourself, and you can choose a story or several stories. And what Franni chose was to tell us about her experience with Toastmasters, beginning with the club, finishing her first 10 speeches, that's the Competent Communicator Manual, moving on to advanced manuals. And then she took us on a whirlwind tour of all the other opportunities that are available in Toastmasters, which shows us how expansive the program is and how many steps you actually can take in Toastmasters. You can compete, as she said, in club, area, division, and district levels. If you join other clubs, you would meet other Toastmasters. And then there's opportunities to serve at higher and higher levels of leadership, which she has done as serving as area director, division director, and then as chief judge for the district. With the icebreaker speech, there are specific elements that this speaker is evaluated on. And evaluations are always designed to help us improve, to be specific, direct feedback to the speaker to help us improve. It asks, what strong points does the speaker already have? Franni speaks very well. She is an experienced Toastmaster. But did you notice how she used the stage up here to denote whether she was, let's see, I think the speaking opportunities were over on this side, and the leadership opportunities were over on this side. That helped us follow what she was saying and track along with her. Then when she wanted to talk about the blend of serving in both roles at the same time, contributing to both sides at the same time, then she stood in the middle. Did we get to know the speaker? Absolutely, because she told us how Toastmasters relates to her professionally and what it contributes to her and her success in leading the section of the King County Family Law Division. Was she adequately prepared? Yes, Franni's always prepared, has done this many times, she's got it figured out. The speech flowed beautifully. Franni does always speak clearly and audibly. The speech had an opening, body, and conclusion. For an icebreaker speech, it's always acceptable to use notes, and we would expect that someone who was truly giving their very first speech in Toastmasters would use notes. In this case, Franni did not, because she's an experienced speaker. But for a new speaker, notes would be great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great blend of your personal motivation for doing Toastmasters and your descriptions of